The second special session in Austin could come to a close sooner than expected.
And Fox 4 has learned that some lawmakers in both the House and the Senate want to adjourn this week as many bills still hang in limbo. One of the top priorities is safety at Central Texas camps after the deadly July 4th floods. House Bill 1 will be heard by the full Senate today. It would require overnight kids camps to submit emergency plans to the state. It also gives state watchdog groups the option to ban camp licenses if their housing is in a river floodplain. The House and Senate have already approved a bill that would require a state rollout of outdoor warning sirens. The Texas House meets at 6 o'clock tonight. Well, this morning, we're getting a closer look at the local impact of a statewide vape ban. The new law passed earlier this year and went into effect on Monday. It makes it illegal to sell any THC-infused vapes or disposable nicotine vapes imported from China. That's about 20% of the revenue at CBD American Shaman in Frisco. The owner of the shop worries her customers will have to switch to less regulated sources.
We've seen over the last couple of weeks people coming in to buy just batteries and not vapes, and so I know that they've probably found a source of probably not legal products. But yeah, people are very upset.
Lawmakers are working on a bill in the special session that would put an outright ban on THC in Texas. Governor Abbott already vetoed a similar plan. State lawmakers are moving forward with a bill to restrict abortion pills from entering Texas.
House Bill 7 targets companies that manufacture and ship abortion medication. Fox 4's Peyton May joins us in studio with how this policy is going to impact Texans. Peyton?
Yes, Lauren, Republican senators say women who take abortion medications will not be impacted by this legislation, but lawmakers are threatening civil lawsuits and fines for manufacturers, distributors, and people who move abortion medication into Texas. House Bill 7 allows private citizens to sue corporations or people who provide abortion pills to Texas women. Those who successfully pursue legal action could be rewarded $100,000. Abortion medication is already illegal in Texas, but Republican lawmakers are concerned about pills being sent from different states. While women who take the pills are protected legally and cannot be sued under this bill, Democratic lawmakers voting against the policy argue they will still face consequences.
You will dry up the ability or the possibility for her to be able to make the decision for herself whether or not to carry a pregnancy to term. Do you see how you're eliminating her ability to access her ability to make a decision for herself and then therefore trapping her?
We have jurisdiction over these companies and people who are manufacturing and sending these dangerous, poisonous products into Texas. And under this bill, they will be held accountable.
There are legal exceptions for doctors who prescribe the medication for, quote, legitimate medical reasons. Women who take the abortion pills after a miscarriage are also protected. The bill needs another Senate vote before heading to the governor's desk. Now, the American Civil Liberties Union of Texas claims House Bill 7 extends Texas's abortion ban far beyond state borders and encourages neighbors to police one another. Reporting, I'm Peyton May for Good Day.
A hit-and-run crash left a motorcyclist with serious injuries, and the family's wondering why it took Dallas police more than an hour to respond.
Fox 4's Dan Godwin is live this morning with that story. Good morning.
Good morning, Brandon. The traffic accident we're talking about here was a hit and run with major injuries, but as Lauren mentioned, it took Dallas police more than an hour to respond to get information from the man who was hit. Now, one witness and the victim's family says the department needs to do better. Now, this is the victim, Kevron Williams. He says he was going the speed limit on his motorcycle along Montfort Drive, just north of Beltline, on August 23rd at 12:10 p.m. A car suddenly pulled out, crashed into him. Williams was thrown from the bike onto the pavement. He was taken to the hospital with a fractured vertebrae. Dallas police arrived at the hospital around 1:17 p.m. A woman who witnessed the crash says it was after 2 p.m. when officers showed up at the scene to talk with her. Williams' sister says both a 911 call taker and Dallas Fire Rescue indicated staffing issues could be to blame for the delay.
The fire department stayed. We kept waiting. And then the fire department said they could no longer wait for DPD. They were saying they guess they're short-staffed. They didn't know what was going on, why they hadn't arrived. So the fire department dragged this bike out the street, and we literally just waited. I don't feel safe because if I call the police, to know that y'all may take 2 hours to get to the scene.
DPD has provided little information in response to our questions about why there was such a long wait. It did tell us its goal response time for a major crash is 12 minutes. The hit-and-run driver in this case is still at large. The family tells us it is still waiting to receive an update from Dallas police. Live at DPD headquarters, Dan Godwin on Good Day.
Federal hearings underway in Fort Worth to decide if Boeing is going to face prosecution for 2 deadly plane crashes.
Yeah, Fox 4's Shannon Murray is live this morning in Fort Worth, where victims' families are testifying before the judge. Shannon.
Yeah, Brandon, that hearing just got underway at 8:30 on the dot. We talked to family members here outside the courthouse this morning. They say fines are not enough. They want Boeing to face criminal prosecution. Today, they're going before the judge himself to testify and have their voices heard. 346 people died in the Boeing 737 crashes in Indonesia in 2018 and Ethiopia in 2019. U.S. prosecutors initially charged the aircraft manufacturer with conspiracy to commit fraud after it found faulty sensor readings led to those deadly crashes. In December 2024, Boeing and the Department of Justice reached a plea deal. The families objected to it, and the judge ultimately denied it. The federal government now pursuing a non-prosecution agreement. It would ask Boeing to pay an additional $243.6 million as a penalty, along with $445 million to the families, and make additional investments in safety. In exchange, the DOJ would dismiss the criminal charges. Today, family members are asking Judge Reed O'Connor to reject that agreement. And this morning, one of the mothers explained why they want Boeing to face trial.
If you don't hold people accountable for what they're doing, for killing 346 people, then more corporations will act with impunity and disregard the safety of passengers and other human beings who are customers of other corporations.
An attorney for the families says the agreement does not hold Boeing accountable and fails to provide appropriate safety monitoring of the company. Those family members, by the way, traveled here to Fort Worth from all over the world, coming from Ireland, Canada, Kenya, just to name a few of the locations. They say they are optimistic going into that courtroom today. Brandon and Lauren.
Lots of excitement building about the FIFA World Cup, and we're starting to learn more about what it's going to look like in this area next summer.
Yeah, Arlington City Council members gave some updates, and Fox 4's Paige Ellenberger is outside of AT&T Stadium with what we learned. Paige.
Hey guys, good morning. The big takeaway from that council meeting yesterday was that this area in Arlington is going to look much different come next June. Those council members say that police are going to limit access and close down some streets surrounding AT&T Stadium so they can better focus on security. All the while, FIFA is continuing its volunteer process. Applications to help out with the international tournament opened last month, and now FIFA is reaching out to every person who showed interest. It still needs people to apply. With 9 matches here in North Texas, thousands of volunteers are required. FIFA says those who speak multiple languages are in high demand. The shifts are long, 8+ hours, but you will be compensated for your time, just not with money.
There's a whole outfit that comes with this, everything from your shoes to your hat, a backpack, shirt, pants, jacket, all of that is included. Now what you get in return for that is that the FIFA will get you to work probably 8 to 10 shifts, and these are long. These are 8+ hour days, but really an exciting opportunity, very much like an Olympic experience.
Jennifer Wichman, the Arlington Deputy City Manager, also explained opportunities for North Texas business owners to partner with the city. She says direct contact with FIFA won't happen, but she is encouraging businesses to get creative with how they can market their business to tourists. Now, we do have more information on all of the preparations underway in North Texas. Also, an application to volunteer if you would like to do so over on our website, fox4news.com. Reporting live outside of AT&T Stadium in Arlington, I'm Paige Ellenberger for Good Day.
Can't wait.
I know. All right, Paige, thanks. And of course, Fox 4 is your home for the 2026 FIFA World Cup. You can download the free Fox Local app for updates on the preparations here in North Texas.